Machu Picchu is located at 2,400 meters above the Sacred Valley, Peru, which is 80 kilometers northwest of Cusco. The Urubamba River flows past it, cutting through the Cordillera and creating a canyon with a tropical mountain climate. To reach Machu Picchu, you must fly to Lima, the capital city, then continue your trip to Cusco for acclimatization. Spend one night at least in Cusco, then take the train or car to Agua Calientes, hot waters in Spanish, a smaller town than Cusco, which its existence solely took a tear to the hundreds of tourists. It is the last point to take a pilgrimage to the one of the UNESCO World Heritages, Machu Picchu. Everyone is there to see Machu Picchu, and if they're not hiking, then they take the buses up the mountain to the main site. The buses were transporting tourists through a long and snaky road uphill. Archaeologists believe that Machu Picchu was constructed for the Inca emperor. It is the most familiar icon of Inca civilization. It was built in 1420 but was abandoned during the Spanish conquistador. It was believed that most of its inhabitants died from smallpox introduced by travelers. It is one of the new seven wonders of the world, chosen by netizens. We can still see wild llama and alpaca. They're roaming freely on the Machu Picchu ruins. Most likely, these animals were brought in by the Incas for meat consumption and their pelts. If you see the man-made terraces that were used for farming, these terraces were a work of considerable engineering, built to ensure good drainage and soil fertility, while also protecting the mountain itself from erosion and landslides. The Spanish conquistadors and German explorers may have rediscovered and plundered the site prior to the rediscovery by Hiram Bingham in 1911. Bingham was an American explorer, traveled the region looking for the old Inca capital. He was led to Machu Picchu by a villager, Melchor Arteaga. Even though he was not the first to visit the ruins, Bingham was considered the scientific discoverer who brought Machu Picchu to international attention. He undertook major clearing and excavation. The site is roughly divided into an urban sector and agricultural sector. The temples are in the upper town and terraces in the lower part. Approximately 200 buildings are arranged on wide parallel terraces. The various compounds, called canchas, are long and narrow. Stone stairways set in the wall allow access to the different levels across the site. The western part was for religious and ceremonial purposes. This section contains the Torreon, or the Temple of the Sun. A serpent's door offers a view of Huayna Picchu, the massive mountain in the background of Machu Picchu. The Temple of the Condor is conditioned on a natural cave that was shaped to be the wings of condor. Beneath them on the ground, a huge stone carved in the shape of the head of the condor. We visited Machu Picchu in 2014. Since 2011, the government of Peru introduced new entrance rules to the citadel of Machu Picchu to reduce the impact of tourism. Entrance was limited to 2,500 visitors per day and to Huayna Picchu to 400 tourists per day. Finally, we can take Machu Picchu off our bucket list of places to visit before you die. Tanggal 7 Januari 2014 di Ollantaytambo. Lebih banyak Indiannya daripada di Cusco. Udaranya dingin 10 derajat. Uh, Secret Valley di Inca. Antara Ollantaytambo dengan Pisang. Tanggal 7 Januari 2014. Yanti sama Laras 6.22 pagi tanggal 6 Januari 2014 di Machu Picchu, mau ngejar ke Huayna Picchu. Baru buka jam 7 pagi, bangun jam 5. Dingin nggak Laras?
No, tired.
Belum nyampe kok kamu udah tired. Nah, gunungnya itu dibalik kabut Huayna Picchu. Machu Picchu 2.400 meter. Huayna Picchu 2.700 meter.